We cannot overestimate the place of logic, critical reasoning in scriptural understanding. You understand? Because without logic and critical reasoning, we cannot get the message. There's a whole lot of things in the Bible that are wrongly interpreted today because people refuse to use their critical reasoning to understand what the Bible is saying. And I will tell you some of these things in the Bible. See, I want you to understand that spirituality is not stupidity, right? So you can't use God and Satan and all of these things to excuse yourself from critical reasoning, right? You can't use that. No, it's your responsibility, it's my responsibility to be logically reasoning, to think logically. It's our responsibilities to think logically. So you can't use God to escape yourself from that responsibility. And a lot of people use God, spirituality, and all of these things to escape themselves from where they need to think. See, one of the things that the Bible admonishes is meditation. You can't really, and self-reflection, you can't really do that without critical reasoning. You can't really do that. And that's why you see that today's Christians believe a whole lot of things that are outlandish, so to say. They are very, very outlandish, right? Now, I'll tell you one of those things. Did you know that the Bible said that the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea, right? Okay, now, between you and I, do you think anybody can cross the Red Sea?
No.
Okay, now let's just create a scenario where the water is parted, right? Or maybe we find a way to drain all the water in the Red Sea. We find a way to drain all the water. Do you think anybody will be able to cross it still?
No.
Now, if anybody could not cross it, if you don't think anybody could not cross it, why do you believe that the children of Israel crossed it because it is written in the Bible? And that's so many things that people believe because they see it written in the Bible without actually thinking about it. And that is the problem. Now, let me tell you something now. Do you understand that the scripture never actually said that the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea, right? So it was the Greek Septuagint that did that manipulation of the scripture so that they will paint stupidity to the minds of people. Now, it was the Greek Septuagint that changed that thing from the Sea of Reeds to Red Sea. Now, let me explain something to you. The Sea of Reeds is not actually a sea. Are you getting me? So you can literally say a sea of cars, a sea of houses, a sea of people, a sea of whatever thing. As long as there are many, so much that you can literally look at it from here to very far, and it's still that same thing. You can say it's a sea of that thing. Now, a sea of reeds. Reeds are plant that grow in marshy and swampy area. Literally, they can swallow you up, right? If you go there because of the softness of the soil. If you stand there, you'll be sinking, right? So they can literally swallow you up. Now, so it is reeds are plants that grow in that kind of area. And so when the children of God reached that place, it was a swampy area, but then it was only reeds. And so it was said to be a sea of reeds. And God parted that place so that they can pass on a dry land in that sea of reeds. You understand? So maybe parted the swamp. Of course, that place is not so deep. Are you getting me? So you can literally pass there and jump out from the other side. But then to now change it that they cross the Red Sea and then getting people to believe it and then telling people not to think about it, it is demonic, it is satanic, it is deceitful. And that's why you see that a lot of things that are in the Bible are actually deceitful things that people put there, and then they tell us not to critically think about these things. And I'm telling you, see, for you to be able to know God in this generation at this time, I tell you, you can't separate logical reasoning from spirituality. See, any spirituality that separates logical reasoning is not true spirituality, because how are you going to be thinking? You're going to be thinking like animals, and so you're going to use spirituality or God to escape yourself from the responsibility of critical reasoning. No, are you getting me? So you should not. After we tell ourselves unreasonable things, we now try to justify these things. We go to do research, we go to do scientific archaeological searches, just to satisfy our curiosity, or just to not even satisfy our curiosity, so to say, just to support our beliefs. Are you getting me? So people are actually going to the Red Sea to dig up ground to confirm that they actually crossed the Red Sea, which is actually very stupid in my opinion, because you see, why would you think that any human being can cross the Red Sea, even if you were to separate the water? It is unreasonable. And so Christianity, I'm telling you, Christianity or faith is not a an opportunity to believe outlandish things. It's not an opportunity to believe anything that is outlandish, right? It is spirituality is actually beneficial for you. Spirituality will make you the most intelligent person that you can be. Are you getting me? And so any spirituality that is causing you to lose your senses or sense of or right of critical reasoning is not really it's not really spirituality. And you say there's so much deception in this time, and so much so that people want you to be religious without the element of spirituality in it. I don't understand how you can be religious without spirituality, and then you can't be religious without critical thinking. Are you getting me? And so all this kind of religiosity that you have without critical reason is not identifying for God. And that's why you see that a whole lot of people, they are very religious, but they don't actually know what God entails. They don't have the element of godliness inside of themselves. And the result is what you are seeing in our society, where we are very religious, but then when you go out there, you can't, it doesn't look like you can find one person that really knows God. And honestly, it's saddening.